areas, so it shouldn't affect the economy.
Yeah,
You won't have people lose their jobs because they're just living in public areas, so it's better for people's health when someone's smoking next to them, and then the smoke's getting all in their face and inhaling it. It's banning that so that people don't inhale smoke if they don't want to smoke. Or
Can you tell Anthony to scooch back?
Anthony, scooch back.
So, smoking in public places is very bad for your health, and even though you're not smoking, if you inhale it, it is still bad for you.
So, once you take a puff, it can affect not just the danger, but it can affect you like almost right when you do it.
Stefan, that chair is stationary.
It
You
affects
should not be sitting
like
in it.
physical stuff, not really your health or your physical stuff, all underneath it.
So you're concerned
Stefan.
if I smoke one little puff right now, I would do damage to my life.
Like if you smoke like one,
Even like short-term exposure can still be a danger to your body.
Yeah, like say you have a whole
Can you
cigarette.
guys prove that? By any?
probably had
Yeah, we found it on some sites. So we can't technically prove right now when we find it on the computer, but
Also, there's still smoke left like for hours, even after you put the smoke out like outside. So if like it's a danger to like your children and stuff if they were like around that area.
And it's also worse to inhale it if you're a kid than as an adult.
yeah, and
It's a lot worse.
the smoke and stuff, it like sticks to clothing. So say you're an adult and you're in this room, so you think your kids aren't getting the smoke in them, and then you have a cigarette, and then you go up and like hug your kids, then they're gonna get that smoke and stuff like pretty much.
I just want to confirm something for the panel. Coach K did say it during gym that one puff can hurt you, even though it's quick. It can hurt you because the tar does get stuck in your lungs. You need to just confirming that for the entire panel because Jamie and Ethan were talking about it. Doesn't hurt you, but it does.
I thought Coach K said you need years and years.
No,
That's how it can kill you.
Really
If you
bad.
keep doing it over
That's how you
and
get
over
lung
again, it's
cancer.
impossible to
Okay,
stop
okay.
It's like
Keep
a
going.
lot of
Yeah, so it can cause asthma and a bunch of other health problems like
lung cancer and heart disease.
and also respiratory infections.
So there's a bunch of health problems that can be created in you after you start smoking.
And pretty much the worst is when you're smoking in the car, basically, because like if you like tap it off out of the window, the smoke is just going everywhere, and like we said, it can stay in the air. So somebody who's driving by like 2 hours later, they can still have that exposure to the smoke.
Yeah, like if you smoke in a room, like say you have a specific room that you smoke in so no one gets sick. If someone walks in that room later, the smell and stuff will probably still be in there, and the smoke will last for hours even after you smoke like a cigarette or two. So it can last there for hours, and if your kid walks in or even like just another family member or friend, they can get exposure to that smoke. Well, it does work.
It puts the
It's
tar,
like tar
in your
in-
lungs.
and it can
You
really
can't like breathe. It's hard to
yeah, it slowly affects your breathing.
So, and also once you try it a couple times, it's like super hard to stop because it's highly addictive.
Yeah, and no one will lose their jobs. I'm just clarifying that, like he said, no one will. It's just that.
Just banning it in public
Yeah,
areas.
so that way you don't get like 30 people sick instead of just yourself.
So can we start asking?
Oh, one more. So it's also, it's just a waste of money to buy something that just hurts your lungs. And it's a waste of money because it's highly addictive and you're just going to keep buying it over and over again because it's really hard to stop.
Okay.
It's their money, why should you care?
I know, but we're just buying something that doesn't do good to your health.
Yeah, it's just hurting their health and can kill
Yeah, you shouldn't just be like, oh, if your friend offers you a cigarette, you smoke it, then you're gonna keep buying it just because it feels good. So why would you just do something that feels good but it kills you? So it's kind of stupid.
Secondhand smoke is almost just as bad as smoking.
Like, and secondhand smoke, just for people who don't know, is smoke like other people smoke. Sure, you're getting it in you when you're the smoker, but if you're walking by someone or next to them, then that still affects you almost just as bad. Well, actually,
So if we said that you cannot smoke in public areas, like you can't smoke anywhere in Chicago, but we can allow smoking in. So if I'm smoking and I'm upstairs in my room, I open the window and I smoke out the window, you're saying I can do that?
Well, it's still bad. If somebody comes into your room,
that's
you know, the
No one's
smoke.
gonna come into my room.
I know, but technically, as long as it's your preference, that goes for the law. That goes for you because you. I don't know if you count that
You're
as.
saying there should be
As long as there's no other people in private areas.
The law says
You can't smoke in like
the
other
bill
people's
says
property
that
or whatever.
it's you can't smoke in a public area. So we're supporting less people getting sick and yeah.
What the public area says, people are allowed to smoke here, but you want their rules of what they want, like their property.
They might not have a no smoking sign, but I doubt someone says, yeah, go ahead. I'm like,
Because that's why we're trying to get this bill so we can stop people from smoking.
Yeah,
because that's a public area.
People
Because
are
other
fine,
people
like,
come.
okay, you can smoke here, I don't care.
Imagine there's
Why
someone
would you
in a
call
rest.
off their rules?
because
Yeah,
they
just
say
because.
they don't care.
Yes,
But then it's just a law keeping people safe. I mean, they might not care if other people get sick and ruin themselves, but the bill is saying making it so they can't pretty much kill themselves because it feels good.
Imagine like someone in a restaurant who's just puffing away on a sick.
I want Sean's answer.
Well, also, in a public area, we're just saying you can't do it there because other people who don't want that smoke, then it'll affect them. So if you want to hurt yourself, then you can like do it in a private area.
We're saying that. We're saying that in this law is saying that you can hurt yourself by doing it, but you can't hurt other people because you're doing it.
I have a question. So, if you live in a rural area and you are a farmer and you do make the cigarette, it is kind of losing your job, getting not enough money because your products aren't being bought and you're not getting any
Wait, so you're saying that the tobacco that they grow, it just goes just to the cigarettes?
That's not true. Because we're not saying, again, we're saying,
We're not saying you can't smoke at all.
Yeah.
It's against the laws. We're saying like if you go to a restaurant, you can't smoke.
you can't just be walking down the street because you were a kid because you pop cigarette, asking money. You're just like, oh yeah. Like, so it's kind of just saying, we're not saying, oh, you have to stop making cigarettes. We're saying, if you're going to smoke, stop hurting other people and just smoke in your house.
Yeah.
It's not
You wanna
like
hurt
you
your-
can't make your cigarettes. You're getting fired. You can't smoke, even though you're addicted. We know it's hard to stop.
If you want to hurt yourself in like your own like private area, then it's fine. But other people might not.
Don't hurt
Yeah.
other people for doing something.
Okay, thank you.